Whew. So we're gonna do this, guys. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to finish my notes, and I didn't really want to start later than 8. So, I got part of my notes, and I couldn't print out the ones that I have, so I have to have the second, I have to have my laptop up, which means my screen configuration's a little different than usual so that it's not covering up chat. I got through, like, midway through Discord on my notes. I have all my other notes, but here's the problem. This is what they look like. I don't know if you can see how chicken scratch that is, but I can read it. It's just not very big. So for the first part, I am sitting in a chair. Why? Alright, so Final Fantasy VII. Step 1 worked. We got through step 1, which was getting the game to work. I honestly was not sure if that was going to happen. Let's get disc 2 and 3 ready. The only way I can get it to work, however, is on my PS3. I'd really prefer to play it on my PS2 because it's way faster. But the PS2 won't show up on my display if I'm playing a PS1 game for whatever reason. I know KY knows what I'm talking about. We've had issues with that in the past. So one more thing before we start. I want your guys' opinion. So this is the setup that... These are the two setups. The two kind of displays. This one with the borders, or this one? Which one do you like more? Option 2, option 1, option 2, option 1. No border? I think it looks clear. Like, I like having a border, but I don't think this is the border to have. Okay. So yeah, we'll do this. What I want to do eventually is have the actual Final Fantasy VII text box where the live split is, and then you can make the rest of the live split opaque, and then just place the split parts on top of the text box, and it looks like it's just in a Final Fantasy VII text box, which is really cool. But I haven't done that yet. So yeah, sorry Tal Vez, you have been thoroughly outvoted. All right, you guys ready? The other problem is going to be bathroom breaks and taking the dog out. I know where my breaks are. It's just going to be kind of problematic. And staying hydrated. I've eaten. I had some Monster. I also have some iced caramel macchiato on deck in case I really need the caffeine. The bottle just isn't very good, is it? God. I'm going to be doing that to death in Pathfinder tomorrow, by the way, guys. Well, no, I don't want to shoehorn it in, but when it's appropriate, I will use it. All right. Let's get this started. I don't plan on resetting unless I die, like I screw up really early. So we're just going to go through. It's our first run, so I'm really just worried about getting some splits on file. That's the main thing. If we die, that doesn't mean the run's over. Again, the record for this game is like 7 hours and 15 minutes. I am going to be trying several tricks. I'm not going to be doing any of the big skips except for the very last one, which is really easy. Because the big skip that's been found in the beginning of the game kind of screws up the beginner route that I'm going to be taking. It's more strategies than a route. You're always going through the same route, basically. So just so you guys know that, but I do hope to be able to do a cool glitch tricks for you guys. And man, just wait till we fight Materia Keeper. That's gonna be a hell of a time. Okay. So yeah. That sounds pretty delicious, Rick, quite frankly. You're gonna bring me a legit coffee tomorrow. I appreciate it if you will. Tone said he's bringing the bagels, so. All right, guys, let's get going. 3, 2. Oh yeah, and by the way, I also switched my mapping on live split. I do not want to accidentally clear this long ass speed run. That would be terrible. So clear as furthest away as possible right now. So, all right, 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, my disc is not super clean. So we might notice some parts where it's skipping a little bit. It actually went through this screen pretty easily when I was practicing earlier today, which is good. When disc 1 gets scratched up, you'll know when it's a problem when this screen doesn't work very well. Dude, hot fries are really good. I prefer hot Cheetos, but hot fries are good. Who's it? I think Dog hates the hot fries. We get to see Bay before we see anybody else. That's fair enough. I think Juwan's making some assumptions here, some dangerous assumptions about Tal Vez. Sitting on my wallet for some reason. I don't want to do that for 10 hours. So yeah, if I'm doing something, I'm going to try to explain a few things that I'm doing, but if you guys are curious as to anything that I'm doing that I'm not explaining, please feel free to ask, and I'll try to explain it the best I can. I haven't done a complete run of this. I've watched complete runs many times, and watched the beginning tutorial that Caleb Hart made several times in prep of this, as well as the GDQ run, because those commentators are really good at explaining things, so it was almost kind of like a tutorial, but for the advanced stats. Alright, so first things first. Config. For those that have played this game, if you didn't do this, I have no idea why. Make everything fast. And then cursor is going to be on memory. That's going to be important for later. Why do you dislike this game so much? I know, I remember you saying you weren't a fan. Oh yeah, Barrett is thick. I mean, it actually makes more sense for that account to be mod than the Rick account, since that's your persona in the Discord. I'm gonna get those other roles done for those who are mods in here and not in Discord, so that there's another cool roll. Okay, so this is C. Fastest way to do it. Real original, right? Good old C. I was thinking about having you guys name everybody, but I didn't want to add more time than this run's already gonna have. Maybe next run though. I mean, I'm not even sure Amazon is capable of delivering it to him immediately. you would have to order like a courier service in SoCal. Okay, so one thing one thing that should be said very early on, I'm not doing step count. Step count is a way to manipulate what battles you get into. People that are on step count will know every single random encounter that they get into that isn't related to the world map. And the reason that happens is because the battles in this game aren't technically random. They're all done by this, like, what's called this danger level or something like that. And when you walk steps, that can manipulate your danger rating. And then when you go, so normally what'll happen is someone will say, okay, so here I gotta walk 7 steps. So they'll walk 7 steps, and then they'll start running. And that resets the danger counter to whatever they want it. They're looking for it to be so that they can get specific fights. You're really looking to avoid pincers, where you're getting attacked on both sides so you can't run. And then certain battles where you want to see certain enemies to get like enemy skills and stuff like that. Okay, so I do want to talk about the story, because I'm not sure how many people who have not played this game saw Game Bunny's playthrough of this a while ago. So we play the main character, Cloud Strife, the protagonist. We joined Barrett's group Avalanche, which is actually the second iteration of Avalanche, for those that don't know the backstory of Final, like from, I think that's before Crisis, not Crisis Core, but before Crisis, in which Avalanche is actually, Avalanche was funded by Rufus Shinra, who we'll meet later, and that was a big shock, and Turks were involved, and yeah, a lot of stuff. Anyways, so it's the second iteration of Avalanche. Shinra, the General Electrics of the world, or the energy company, they produce all the energy that people in Midgar use, which is based on Mako, or Mako, depending on how you pronounce it. And the Mako, I say Mako, so we're gonna say Mako. The Mako drains the life stream from the planet, and the life stream is made up of all the souls that return to the planet once they die. So they're killing the planet essentially, because the life stream is what keeps the planet surviving, which we'll learn later. So Barrett is like, we needs to kill Shinra and destroy all their extraction points. So this is a reactor, kind of like a nuclear reactor, where that's the Mako down there, where they kind of farm the Mako and then use it for energy. Or they farm the life stream, turn it into Mako, and then the Mako is used as energy. I think that's how it works. There's a lot of mashing in this game. I'm pressing circle. I'm just talking about the first part. And some tidbits that you guys might not know. I'm gonna stop there until we get to more story. Because, I mean, I'm skipping, I know, immersion, a joke, obviously, because you're not getting any of this. Okay. So, we're supposed to attack with whoever the Guard Scorpion targets first. Who are you going after, buddy? Okay. Now, the big thing here is we want to get their limit breaks. We want them both to have limit breaks, but we're not going to actually use them. Bolt's really good against him. If we don't have the limit breaks, or if we already have the limit breaks, then I'm going to take a safe strat and not attack him when its tail's up. Otherwise, you intentionally do that to take damage. Because like I said, we want them to both have limit breaks. So ripped off the Final Fantasy VII movie. Hey, what's up, X-Blood? Ooh, crit. Alright, so Cloud's gonna have his limit. Mako, more like Gaia. I think this planet is called Gaia. Okay, here we go. So we do want to do this because we want Barrett to get his limit. But then we'll only do it once. Once should be enough to get Yep. Now we just bolt him to death. Brainlord in the Nest has this catchy soundtrack. Brainlord? I've never heard. So our bolt rolls are not very great. They're not great right now. Only 88. It can range from 86 to 94, I think. So 88's pretty low. Yeah, that's not great. Hopefully that doesn't screw us later. And that's our first boss. Yeah, added Brainlord soundtrack to my watch there. Yeah, right? This is one of those games where, like, even if you don't like it, there are like games in anime that are kind of like this. Even if you don't like it, like, it's a great soundtrack. Even if you despise the game, you cannot deny that this soundtrack is freaking fantastic. Like an anime comparison would be Fairy Tail, although I love Fairy Tail personally. I understand why people don't like it, but its soundtrack is spectacular. Oh, this Garbo. So we're going to be doing a lot of running. I know that's going to make me look like a little bitch, but we're just trying to do this fast. I need that save point. I am going to be taking several save points because I do expect to fail at some point, and I'd prefer to not have to go back too far. And I basically know where the really difficult parts of this game are, so for the speedrun at least. Oh, you're right. I did forget the split. Okay. I'll skip that one. Yep, I'm gonna forget several splits because I'm using splits. These aren't my splits, like the parts. I took this from Caleb Hart's tutorial, so they're gonna be splits that I don't even. That one I should have, like the boss, right? But there's gonna be some splits that I'm gonna be like, oh, I was supposed to split there, and I'll just go back and do them later. But the fewer of them that I can do, that I skip, the better, obviously. No splits, guys. We're just split the end. Like, how lame would that be? I'm sure that's kind of how speedruns were, but I've seen some really speedrun, or like old speedrun footage, and I forget. Was it Sunshine Hot Dog that there was somebody that like just had? Was it the Japanese runner that just had the final time? I don't think they had like the splits in the middle. Alright, don't do what I did the first time I ever played that game. I didn't realize Jessie was up there, so I never talked to her, and I couldn't get that door open, and the place exploded. Alright, so we're going to try our first skip when we get to this train. I've never been able to do it before, so I'm not expecting to get it, but it's not going to hurt us if we do not get it. There are also a few times in this game that I'm going to be saving because I'm going to be trying tricks that have the potential to soft lock the game if I don't do it right. And soft locking is bad. We don't want soft locking, okay? Yeah, Tobo or Tubo. Yeah, I thought it. Glad Cloudfin can face off against that guy from Street Fighter 2010. The Grape Escape. Alright, so they're setting another bomb for some reason. I never understood why they were setting this second bomb, but they are. Can I also say that Jessie might be like the most underrated character in this game? I'm personally a fan of Cloud X Jessie, if not for the whole one part that happens. I mean, she's a chick that loves explosives. That doesn't turn you on, I don't know what will. Bro, did you guys hear they did surgery on a grape? Wait, what is this meme that you guys are talking about? Okay, so we're gonna be slightly mean to Aerith here. Because it's faster. Instead of buying the flower from her. You really don't need to get this potion, but I'll get it because it's... There is one part in the game where you do want potions, and that gives us a second one, just in case, an extra one, just in case. We fight none of these dudes because there's no point. You can run away from all of them, and the same thing will happen. This is the other thing I have to be careful of, like, because I'm going to be picking a lot of options I normally wouldn't be doing in my casual playthrough. Like, I would fight them for the EXP here because they're like free to destroy. So this is not with my muscle memory for this game. As much as you can have muscle memory for an old ass RPG. Old news. Yeah, you guys are saying it's old news. I haven't even heard of it. Why is grape a thing? How they all got there before I did, I have no idea. Especially since Barrett's speed attribute is, like, factually, or his dexterity, I should say, is factually slower than Cloud's. I played some California Raisins game. I don't know if it was for SNES or NES, but I hated it. And I think it was because I just hate raisins. This is where the first time Cloud gets hit on in this game. There will be many more to come. Because who doesn't like that soft androgynous face and hair? Okay, so this is called Jesse Skip. When I inevitably fail, we'll have to look at a map of Midgar, the city, with Jesse. But if we skip this, we can avoid having to go into that with her, and it saves like a minute or something like that, 45 seconds. So not that that's really makes, okay, so you gotta get in between, you gotta hold L1 down and circle. You wanna get up to this door. Ah! Okay, so we failed. You want to start talking to her and have the guard do that at the same time, and it triggers both text boxes. But because the game gets confused, because when you start the text box with Jesse, nothing else is supposed to be going on, it allows you to free roam. So then you leave through the back and then come back in, and it's as though this whole thing had happened. So... In fact, I think when you come back in the room, it starts you right there. Oops. Talk to him. It was taken from a video demonstrating robots and their precision, and robot cut open a grape. And anyone thinks it's funny to repeat that shit. I see. Actually, it sounds pretty damn boring. Tell me when a robot precision cuts an atom, and then I'll be impressed. No, I guess that's a little too extreme. Okay, I actually don't remember. Is it when we enter the reactor, I think, that I split there? Because then the boss is the next one. Yeah, I think it's when we enter the reactor. So yeah, coming up here is where you would, if you were doing this like competitively, you would make, you would do the first big skip of the game. You would skip the Sector 5 reactor entirely by clipping through 2 guards at the bottom of this next screen. And that takes you to Sector 5 slums, which then the game thinks, oh, you must have been done with the reactor already. No, I'm not, in fact. We don't need to save. Alright, so it's faster here to leave the screen and come back, and that gets rid of all these people that are in your way or whatever. Them down there. Now it's just Barrett. Go on ahead. I was right behind you. Alright. Here's where we meet the badass of this run, Tifa. T stands for more than just her name. Alright, the only other real important thing here is that we want to make sure that we don't have to explain the materia tutorial to Barrett, because that takes some time. I don't want to talk to Tifa, I want to go right back down. 2019 is the fall of Ninja. Why? Because Fortnite won't be as popular anymore? That's the only reason, like, he's not gonna be popular. And he doesn't, like, go do something else. Meme of the year besides Ugandan Knuckles. Ugandan Knuckles is pretty stupid. I gotta agree with you there. Yeah, the Tifa track. The titties track. He's gonna fuck up. PewDiePie said something naughty and nobody cared. Well, that's not true. Not that nobody cared, but he still has all of his followers. He's gonna have to, like, just come out and straight say that he's a Nazi or something like that. And even then, a bunch of his fans are just like, well, I'm gonna be a Nazi too then, because that's what happens. Okay, so this is a long cutscene. I don't remember Russian Knuckles. Man, you guys think he's gonna fail before the end of this year? Even if he does, I mean, even if I was only popular for like a year and a half, if I brought in over $1 million during that year and a half time span, I think I could deal with that fall from grace. I mean, PewDiePie made like what? He's making like what, 10 mil a year? Something crazy like that. I feel like that's the problem with streaming versus like being a content creator. Streaming, I think you can fall off a lot quicker. It's just what it seems like, if that's all you do. Or maybe you just have to be funny. Dude rolls out in a small tank yelling in Russian, then drives away to the Russian national anthem. Okay. What? What? No, seriously, Tal Vez. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Tal Vez, why do you dislike this game so much? I'm really curious. I don't remember if you ever gave an answer on Game Buddy stream. All right, so they made a promise back in the day. Cloud was to become a soldier and protect her if she ever needed protecting. This was 3 years ago? No. This was 7 years ago, sorry. They were 14 at the time, and they're 21 now. The convenient age for any protagonist. They're young, but can still legally drink. 1,500 gil for blowing up a reactor, by the way, is pretty terrible. $2,000. Better go somewhere with that. That's pretty garbage. No, Tal Vez, I'm glad you didn't do that. It looks better, or it looks more like, you know, like my personal flavor of look on it, just with his outfit and sword. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're not going to menu yet. We're not going to shop here. Get out of the way. So too far, God. So far, nothing too hard, right? Everybody in this chat could probably get through this stuff in roughly the same time that I did. Assuming you play the game and you have a good grasp of the movement. Oh, this is funny. Starts harassing this young gentleman who's only doing his job. Alright, so my first note is get high potion from Black Dude. Shouldn't be hard to miss. Assuming that it's not the Black Dude right in front of me. I believe that's a bum in the back. Sleeps there. Tifa's like, come look at this with me, and you're like, yawn. Oh, it looks like you've seen this already. Who was it that you saw this with? I will kill her. Alright, so I gotta be careful here. My practice, the first time I tried going through all this, I screwed up and went one door too far. Alright, so you want to talk to this guy here. And then we're going to jump off here. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Alright, now we do our menu. So we give Barrett, SoG gun, materia, move, and then order Barrett to back row. That was weird. And we're good to go. Tifa is thirsty. She's like really thirsty. Tal Vez, stop dodging me. I won't criticize your criticism. I just am curious. Is it because the graphics look like garbage? Because it's a super old game? It's because the story's wacky? It's because the main antagonist is... It's really just simply a case of mommy issues? Oh, dude, come on now, man. KY, I think you could have done this in less than an hour. So I guess I didn't explain this part. We had like fake IDs or something like that, and there's a security check that runs through the train, and if they notice anything suspicious with the IDs, they'll run that lockdown. So that's why we had to jump out of the plane, because Jesse screwed something up in our ID. Writing my essay, then we'll try to summarize how. No, relax before I have to copy, cut, and paste my essay again. Alright, well, you finish your essay. Let me go up here. Oh, for sure, dog. For sure. Sometimes wonder if people watch this later who don't know that I'm talking to you are like, oh man, is he, oh, I didn't need that, but whatever. Okay, we got they're like, they just think I'm some super lame guy who's like, oh, dog, how's it going, dog? Why there would be floating fish, I have no idea. Man, I am not being very fortunate with these escapes. Dog, don't, you're gonna make me sad saying such things. It will come out, just not for a while. Yeah, wouldn't that be just the ultimate debate? Everybody was so excited, and they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we canceled this. That's like, that'd be beyond PT levels. Silent Hills. People were furious about that. You know, their guns are not very good for people that are patrolling a reactor, a vital part of the energy structure of the entire city. Oh, 15 damage! Oh, I forgot to split again. I don't like that split of, like, entering the reactor. I promise, I'll split on Airbuster. Okay, here's where Cloud first starts going crazy. He's got a hell of a case of tinnitus. That's Tifa with her dead father and a gigantic sword next to him, blaming someone named Sephiroth. She takes that sword and runs in. Oop. So now we don't get, we still only have 10 minutes, but we don't get the clock for some reason. I will save here just in case I screw up that minigame. Yeah, KY, dog's trying to ruin our good time. Okay, there's a stupid timing game we're gonna have to play to open the door. Cloud's got them booms. Alright, Airbuster, once we fight him, should be a joke. Always want the ethers because we will sell them. Alright, so all three of us have to do this at the same time. That was good enough. First try. GG, easy clap. Airbuster was always a joke. Yeah, but he's really a joke now. I completely forgot about that save point. I mean, he is a joke because he's like, the next great part of soldier. And I'm like, dude, he's weaker than most of your human soldiers. Like, why? It's clunky. He's huge. Can't fit through many doors. All this was just bad, bad, bad. President Shinra. I'm not even sure if we ever get the guy's first name. We just know it's President Shinra. One thing I had never noticed when I played these games earlier is that he has a blonde mustache. Acting like he knows President Shinra. Shinra just being like, oh yeah, yeah, you're the guy who did the thing. Always in his badass helicopters. Those pilots, by the way, were some of the best helicopter pilots I've ever seen in fiction. That's kind of threading a needle for a helicopter, right? Alright, so switch to Tifa, you attack with Tifa, you Braver with Cloud, then you Big Shot with Barret, and that's the match. And Tifa's gonna be third. I might have gotten life fighting too, I don't remember. Yeah. The boss track's pretty badass. Was it one of the ones that's like done for the PC version, or is it like completely different from that? I didn't like limit breaks that actually broke the game. I didn't like shitty summons that could drain all the MP. Sephiroth got lost reading translations. Sephiroth. So I have a feeling you don't care for Sephiroth much. The limit break thing is interesting. When the first 2 times through this game, I was never able to get the level 4 limit breaks for everybody, so I had to settle on like 3, and like Meteor Rain was really good, but it was never broken. But yeah, I mean, if you got like Omnislash, then GG's, right? Especially if you just sit there and we flirt with her. She's so happy. Especially if you just mimed it over and over again. Shitty summons you don't think shitty summons should drain all MP? I mean, that's fair. I would say though that like the early summons are actually pretty good for like beginners playing the game. At least up through Titan. Once you got Titan, then that stuff kind of got useless. Now in like casual playthroughs, I don't even use summons anymore. He's like, all right, well, another badass track. Never got that one. Hey sis, this one's tough. Who was talking there and to whom? Was Reno talking to one of the guards? Ah, shit. It's 1-3-1. I forgot how to do this. Those Mako eyes. Quentin Flynn. Otherwise known as the guy that did the voice of Raiden. This is a live performance. Yo, what's up, Virus? Ew, it's Twain. I think it's 1-3-1, and then I go to the upper right. Now she is gonna be like, I can't jump, and then she's gonna make it like super easy later. All right, she's gotta run. Go up here. I think I gotta go to this one. I think this is right. Yeah. Yep. And she can run past. Of course, that other guy's just standing there like, well, she ran from me, so I guess there's not much I can do. Now, this one's kind of silly, because I think he ends up behind her, and she's like, oh my god! So, yeah, just run. Yeah, she just, dude, if you'd never turned around, then you wouldn't have to worry about that. Yeah, she makes that jump no problem. Okay, so I did it right. That's good. Save some time there. I got cooties? I mean, yeah. Once you realize they're delightful, it's okay. Omnislash triggers me. Hey, they got on the first disc. How? Wait. No. You couldn't have possibly. Wait. Oh, I guess you could have. Because you could get it from the battle arena in your first visit. Although that seems like you would have to go out of your way to do that. Like, really out of your way. Ha 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 ha. It's like, were you ever in Soldier? And he's like, yeah. Did you know my ex-boyfriend? No, the name didn't sound familiar. And he reminds her of her ex-boyfriend for a reason. I mean, even if you got on the first disc, you would never have the opportunity to use it. Because level 4 Limit Break, you'd have to take... I'm not even sure there is an enemy on the first disc that can do enough damage to cause you... that could cause that Limit Break to trigger. We don't actually need to save here, but I might as well since I opened the menu. Like, because it's based on the amount of damage that you take per Limit Break level. And level 4 Limit Breaks they take a lot of damage to trigger. This isn't good. We take High Potion? Son of a bitch. I kinda need that. Well, I'm glad I saved. Yeah, so that might seem really silly, but Gil in this game's really tight. At least early on, and you have to have like a certain amount of money at each shop that you go to. And the High Potion is one of the things that we need to sell at our first shop. Oh yes, please tell me your Omnislash tail. I mean, I have many PlayStation discs. What will that do? Tal Vez played Smash Bros. Smash Bales? Wait. Against Cloud. Oh, you're only using Ganondorf. I get it now. Seems like a terrible idea. Last time you told me to trust you, I believe something... Oh yeah, I died in Fallout New Vegas. Alright, we are going to use try out an obsolete trick, because it's not very... It doesn't take a bunch of time, and it could still save some time. It's obsolete because we would never be visiting these areas of the game. If we were doing a advanced run, because we would have skipped all this already. Okay, so she wants to come with us. We don't want that to happen because it's going to put her in unnecessary danger. Even her foster mom's like, will you please leave? Don't put her into any more danger. I actually don't think she's that old, but... Good night, but she's not going to sleep? I did it as a kid and look at me now. I'm fine. Yeah, but I bet that disc wasn't. Cloud's mom seems like she would have been hot, but you never get any, like, official art of her. You can just see the sprite. Alright, we have to walk, otherwise she'll... Oops. I forgot. You also have to go against the railing. There we go. My cousin's the one who let me know, borrow his PS1 copy. Texted me all the time telling me what I should do in certain places. We gotta get the cover and this ether. And then we get to do our first shop. I'm gonna save just in case I screw up the shop. Certain places, but never told me why. The first few times he got me killed, but whatever. Yikes. I hated this Metal Gear Solid part. I fucked up so much. What? Alright, so... oops, did I go to the wrong one? Oh, no, this is the right one. Okay, so, sell everything. And then we buy 68 grenades, right? Yep. We don't need to sell the tent because I got that extra. So we have that in our pocket. Alright, so run down, bonk wall, run to the left, here. Then what we're gonna do is position ourselves. Like there? Nudge self into position so that hand is just over bottom left part of barrel. Up L1 X. Ah! Okay. So the problem with that trick and why everybody's glad they don't have to do that anymore is because it's, even if you do it right, there's a chance that you don't get it. That you won't get it because something that has to do with registering every other one of Cloud's steps, and depending on which one registers, that could trigger something or other. That one I don't understand quite as much, but I know that you can do it right and still not achieve the skip. And that's a huge problem because it skips this screen. It doesn't skip the screen, but you don't need to go through the whole, this part upcoming with Aerith. You don't have to see this cutscene. Like you're gonna wait for her. She's gonna come around. This is the worst playground ever. It doesn't have sand anymore. It has an ash box. We get to go to the wall market next. One of the most fun parts in the game. then we'll get a chance to do a skip that I have done successfully. So I should be able to get that one. Although it's kind of, the steps are kind of nutty. So we saw Tifa, and we're like, WTF? And Aerith's like, oh, let's go! And we're like, shit. Enter Wall Market is a split. And then when we beat Alps is the next split. Wall Market's fun. This is like my second or third, no, my third favorite track in the game. Oppressed People. This is like the New York of the slums. Okay, so we go to Honeybee first. Out of the way. We will not be seeing Mookie or whatever his name is. We will not need to do that. Okay, so we know Tifa is there. And now we go up to... Don Corneo's mansion. He's like, oh, I want the ladies in here. And then Aerith's gonna be like, I have an idea. Look, the Don's not into men. She's like, I have a friend who's super sexy. And he's like, dude, you know what kind of place this is, right? And she's like, dude, I got this. Or you can just come with me. Hey, why don't you cross-dress? So we talked to this dude or female. I'm never sure what this sprite was, because it doesn't matter, but yeah, so we gotta go find the father of the register clerk, but first, we got a couple things we need to do. We gotta really dress up. So this guy needs to talk to us. He wants us to look at something in the inn. Tell him we'll go, because if we do him a favor, he will give us a tiara that we will wear on our heads. Our very manly heads. Is this the... Yeah. So we have to go here, sit down, eat whatever. We just gotta tell him that it's pretty good, and then we get a coupon. Korean BBQ sounds pretty damn good right now, not gonna lie. So we eat. It's alright. And because we complimented them in like the most mediocre way possible, they give us a coupon. We go into the item shop. We want digestive. Why would we want the digestive, you ask? Well, we'll see. Alright, we go into the inn. Stay for 10 gil. And then we'll have to... Which one do we buy? What? Third option. Let me check my notes real quick. That's what I thought. That's weird. Maybe you can get the second one, the one for 100, and it won't matter. Okay, so we go back to him. I don't know. I never understood what the issue was with they don't want Aerith to hear it. Alright, so we got what we needed. Save. Because we are going to do bar skip, it's called. Okay, so this is gonna be a bit of an ordeal here. So we got to go to the bar where the dressmaker is at. In here. Okay, so first there's the dressmaker to the right. So we got to open this. All right, so while this text box is open, we go talk to this guy. That'll clear the text box. Down. Close that door. Okay, so so we have to mash until he says a tough looking guy like that. And then we open the bathroom door. Run down, talk to the person at the bottom left of this guy. Make the bathroom slowly mash, give her medicine. Give her medicine. Alright, now we have to go to the right of Aerith, otherwise that would completely screw things up. Soft, and that shimmers. Alright. And that's bar skip. We cannot exit out of that text box right there. We'll soft lock the game. So we did two things at once there. Alright, now we return to the dress shop. Got the silk dress. Thought I was gonna go try on the silk dress. I swear to God, if they get rid of this in the remake, I'm going to be so disappointed. Once I got to the battle arena, he Skyped me and told me how to get Omni Slash, and holy shit, I was heated trying to get above 60k BP for no reason at the time. Yeah, I had to imagine that took a really long time. Not only do you have to get 60 BP in the battle arena, you have to unlock the first 3 levels of your limit. That's killing and grinding a lot of dudes. Okay, now we gotta go get the wig, which, let's save again. Because we have achieved bar skip. Oh, excuse me. No wonder you didn't like the game. You spent so much time doing a bunch of, like, unnecessary stuff. Which, to be fair, isn't the game's fault. I'm collecting nut. Alright, so this is Big Bro, who is also a cross-dresser. Who's the one that wants to be cute? I heard, but it'll cost you. Alright, so this is annoying. We have to squat with this dude. 20's pretty good. I was never really good at that game, and it's also possible that he doesn't mess up and you just straight up lose. Like, you can tie him at best, and tying is losing because you don't get the right wig. Alright, so we got the blonde wig. Alright, now we can go look pretty. There's also other stuff you can do, like go to the Honeybee Inn and get makeup and a thong, but we won't worry about that. Oh, thank you for the flawless technique. Okay, so let's... Least of the painful 3D, yeah, right? Ooh, ooh. I mean, if they play Work Harder. He still has his boots on, though, doesn't he? Like, that's kind of weird. I think she puts heels on. That one? No picking. Those are a lot of ellipses. Being that Final Fantasy 13 was my first, I'm used to grinding for no reason, so it isn't a reason I hate Final Fantasy 7, but definitely contributes. I would argue that Final Fantasy 13 has very little grinding. You don't have to engage in additional battles in that game. The game gives you the correct amount of enemies for you to fight on your path, your predetermined path. You don't need to defeat any more or any less of those enemies to have no trouble fighting the bosses. Where I think grinding is that you stick in a... now that's the way I played it, but I mean, you can grind. I just don't think you needed to grind in that game. Like at all. I thought the game set it up so that you didn't have to grind. I'm not a fan of his pigtails. They're super stiff. She's here in the torture dungeon, apparently. And no one's like, hey, this is freaking weird. Alright, we want that ether over there. She's like, WTF? And Cloud's like, the things I do for you, don't forget that. Alright, go shower. What's up, Warrior Bros? My name is Markiplier. You gotta go from Irish to whatever accent that is that Markiplier has. Sephiroth did nothing wrong. Oh, he just had mommy issues. Thanks for stopping by, Ren. LMFAO, party rocks in the house tonight. That's false, and Twain beating Orphan on anything on Pulse without grinding is a game all on its own. I wouldn't say that there was too much grinding in that game. As long as you didn't skip any enemies early on. I mean, like, yeah. I also didn't go out of my way to try to defeat all the unnecessary Grand Pulse enemies. Like that Brontosaurus or anything like that. Alright, so the whole reason we went through all that mess for the cross-dressing is we want him to pick us, because it's faster for him to pick us than for us to be sent to the basement, have to fight off some thugs. I mean, yeah, sure. If you wanted to beat some of the extracurricular stuff in that game, yeah, you needed to grind. Which I mean, it's good. You should have to. This healthy-looking girl. I mean, I'm wearing a tiara for Christ's sake. Oh, whoops. I picked the wrong options. Oh well, that was just a couple extra dialogue boxes. Seymour did nothing wrong. Yeah, right. Senior's existence was wrong. I'd say Seymour enslaving his mother for his mother's soul for his own use was pretty wrong, even though that was like the most badass Aeon in the game. Alright, so this is gonna be, I think we got a cutscene here and then we go to another boss battle. Jecht did nothing wrong. I mean, he didn't, right? Other than try to be a good dude to his boy, and then, oh shit, you're Sin. The other guy there is Reeve. He is the leader of urban development for Midgar. So obviously he's like, why do we need to put more money into the military? We should put more into urban development. And it's Heidegger, who everybody just assumes is Russian, because he looks Russian, who's the head of weapons and development. He's like, wah, ha, 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 ha. Reeve has a pretty badass goatee, I think. Kind of odd that I missed that big old bushy mustache before. Alright, so I land on my feet because I'm awesome. They do not. Okay, so this is kind of weird. We have to have Cloud Bolt because it's going to do something weird. And we cannot get the quick kill because Tifa already has her limit. So just, yeah, a lot of this. Why grenade, you ask? Well, because it's the highest DPS in the game right now. This might be it. Oh, nope. Oh, wow. Never mind, we did get the quick kill. Holy crap. What's up, Exalted Switcher? I do want to pick up this steel materia. Yeah, that was with the quickness. Yeah, if you bolt with Cloud the first turn, it does make him skip an attack, which is kind of strange, but then you just grenade the crap out of him. So he only had 2 more attacks that entire fight. Alright, so I want to get this high potion that's going to be on top of the train. And then when I get to Sector 7, I save. I think that's the high potion I need. So if you're playing this casually, the Ghost Train Yard, or the Train Graveyard, or whatever. Wait, where am I going? This way. I need to get that, but I mean it was there, so why not? There is an enemy that, damn it, you can steal a striking staff from, which for a while will be Aerith's strongest weapon. Again, didn't need that, but I'm taking potion or items where they come. So apparently these trains are like retired or whatever, off the tracks, all that, but you can still use them. Bite the dust door. I'm about to make Reno bite the dust. Okay, why does it trigger you that I'm skipping all of these items? Because it's kind of triggering me, to be honest. If I'm being completely honest. Good for Wedge for getting all the way to the top. Although also, unfortunately for Wedge. There he goes. No, Wedge, no! No! Look after Wedge. Oh, by the way, go to the bar to get the child. Oh yeah, I can definitely be 2 places at once. Yeah, right over there. does trigger you. Yeah, I know. It's triggering me too. It's just like, I really want that item. Can I get up these stairs? Alright, so we're going to change our order. If we get into a random time while we're buffering our escape. Trigger 1, change state while set. Yikes. You freaking crit me? What a dick. Even more triggering is I'm just like, peace, y'all. That sucks. Sucks to suck. Alright, this fight can be a little dangerous because of the pyramid attack. That kind of sucks. I'm gonna take the safe strat here, because the problem is that if he can game over the party by getting them all stuck in pyramids, which is what happened the first time I ever fought him. And even if he doesn't, and he only gets 2 of them in pyramids, but then shocks him with his electromagnetic rod. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, he can paralyze, and then you're just dead. Of course, he didn't use his electromagnetic attack. Whoa, that was wacky. Here's Sung, again with just the greatest helicopter pilots. Look how steady that helicopter is. Shit your hole. And Barrett's shooting at nothing, apparently. Because he got off like 30 rounds. And they just sat there like, hmm? Pow. Over 9,000 hours of flight time, yeah, right? I thought this was always pretty badass. Dude lets them ride on his arms alone. No! Don't do this to me, game. Come on. Come on. It's still moving. Freeze frame bonus. It's still going. As long as it's still going, I'll let it ride. I'm gonna have to get a new disc 1 though, I think. 'Cause this is pretty bad. Yeah, it's still good. It's actually not frozen yet. Which is like even more annoying. I'm hoping it gets past like one part where it's like it's stuttering on, and then it just goes smooth after that. Can you figure out the hidden Easter eggs in this scene? We'll go frame by frame. It's trying really hard. At least we get to enjoy this nice music. Well, I think we might be frozen now. The only reason I haven't reset yet, or at least taken the disc out and tried to read, because sometimes that happens with PS games, is that I seem to remember this happening before, and it did fix itself eventually. But I don't know if that's going to happen here. Otherwise, we're losing like what, 10 minutes? I guess that's not a ton of time. It's probably not even that. It's probably like 5 minutes. All right. Can I? Oh yeah. So it's not hard locked because I can still reset it, which would be fantastic. Can't make a move. Well, now's a good time to go take a break, KY. Yikes. Ooh, Tal Vez with the fire. Got him. Got him. Alright. So this is my problem. Even if I reset it and this happens again, there's a chance this can happen again, right? In which case, we have another try. So that's like, it's gonna be like a total of 12 minutes wasted or something like that. Oh, you too. Oh, you too. Hey, KY, can you walk your copy over to me? You still have a copy, don't you? Your disc 1 might be better than mine. Well, if we can get past this part with all the freezing and stuff, this is going to be a hell of a split. A gold split next time. Now, I have the digital version of this on my PS4, which would not run into this issue. The problem is that the controls are all screwed up. So, like, I couldn't play that game fast. Back row for Reno fight. If I can ever escape. Like, in this game, X is cancel and run, and circle is confirmed. At Barrett waiting on the trigger there. And in the PS4 version, X is confirmed, and circle is cancel and run. And that is a huge change. See, if you do it fast enough, you can get an attack off before he pyramids. Ooh, see, that's... Okay, she didn't get paralyzed. That would have been catastrophic. I mean, it wouldn't have been as bad because I used the safe strat, but oh my god, would that have made things slower. Alright, let's try this again. We might lose like 30 minutes to frickin' disc dirtiness. It's not, it's a feature. It's not a bug, it's a feature. The freeze frame. Alright. Let's see what happens. Come on, just get through it. Just push through. Ugh. I think it got stuck on the exact same frame, too. Frame perfect freeze. Oh, man. Yeah, you're right, Xplod. This is kind of a weird... Like, look at that. What's he doing? Black cloud sears through yellow cloud. Oh, wait, there we go. I don't even care about the time loss. I don't want to end the night because I can't play the game. And I guarantee you, once it switches to a different, like a different shot, it's gonna work perfectly fine. It's this scene right here, this movement, that's a huge problem. The trainer hasn't issued an order. Ugh. It even moved again. Like, I gave it an extra shot. Like, that's what's frustrating about this. It's not even like, oh yeah, it just froze and you can't do anything. It's trying really hard. It's just failing. I suppose I could get an emulator. I own the damn game. But here I was trying to play it on the original disc. Oh man, see, I would just download an emulator and restart, but that would... There are two problems with that. One, I don't have a controller for it to use. And two, we're already 2 hours in. And I'd be up till like 6. No. I'd be up until like 8. I'd stop playing this and be ready to play Pathfinder, like, within an hour. So how are you all doing? I mean, I'm gonna put 2 hours into it. I might as well give it a chance to fix itself. We're at 17 minutes. I should have resplit Reno. Oh well. I was fine. I was feeling pretty excited and hyped until this happened. I'll go right back to it if it can get me, if it can get back to where it was. I know with some PS games, or at least when you were playing the PlayStation, you could take the disc out, clean it, put it back in, and then it would still like pick up from where it left off. I'm considering doing that, but I don't know if it works with the PS3. Hi, Flamey. You came back at quite the boring time. Barrett has some time to fix himself. Yeah, he really has an opportunity to make sure he gets the perfect landing here. He sticks it hard. So who's gonna tell Flamey? Who's gonna break the news to him? Yep. It's frozen, though it hasn't technically hard locked. So I can still do this. Someone has to emulate Tal Vez. If Tal Vez isn't being Tal Vez at the moment, we think he will be Tal Vez. X-Blood, I think you just blew my mind. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the game out, clean it, and then we'll try it one more time. Yeah, yep, Flamey, yep, that X-Blood did call attention to the current position that they were in. Am I even real? Yes, Tal Vez, you are real. Okay, so I'm gonna clean this, see if I can, and we'll try it one more time and see if cleaning it work. Does anybody have any suggestions for cleaning tips on what I can do? Because I've never known what the correct way to clean a disc was. You went to the China buffet, you came back and the game froze. Yeah, Autumn, this is actually the second time. We tried, I reset and tried again at the exact same part, and it froze at the exact same point. Same way I would clean glasses. I use my shirt for that. Although I have like one of those cloths. All right, let's give it a try. This thing is... It's not the most scratched disc I've ever seen, but I understand why it's freezing. How did my grandma tell me to clean my glasses? Wow, it's a lot of 12s, Flamey. Up to level episode 12 in Pokemon. 12 minutes so you found out whether you won the Elgato. What will the next 12 bring us? 12 attempts until I can get this to unfreeze. Trying to think of a way to accomplish this. Like, maybe I can just shut it down for tonight and play tomorrow if KY has his copy of it, and I can just try again tomorrow. Breathe on the disc 12 times, wipe it 12 times. This is so frustrating. I am pondering. Trying to think of what the best way to do this would be. Because I want to get this done this weekend. It has to be either tonight or tomorrow. However, at this point, we can't restart tonight. Restarting with this disc would be stupid anyways. I will be a channel to compete against you. Dude who reads books. I'm getting plenty of Reno practice in. Buffer! Buffer! Oh, my disc is destroyed, dog. I just didn't think we'd actually run into any problems. Because the early part of the game was running just fine. Alright, let's try one more time. Wait for KY to get back. No, and I don't want to play an emulator either. I want to use the real disc. It's just my disc 1 is apparently worthless. Autumn is a mod, just what? Well, that was strange. Because I don't remember if... No, KY should still have a copy. I see KY tomorrow. So I could try again tomorrow. Start even earlier. So then what are you talking about? Oh, yeah. Autumn will kill us. No, if I can't do this tonight, I'm just gonna stop for the night because I am very upset. And we'll just retry tomorrow. Like if I try to, even if I tried to play like Pokemon, I don't think. I might have to. This KY drives his copy over here immediately, or walks it over here with his fiance. That'd be like a 2-hour walk though. No, Flamey, he's talking to Autumn. I think you just might happen to share the same first name. Well, Tal Vez, you do now. Well then no, Flamey, Tal Vez wasn't talking to you. Ricky with the 1, some random capitalizations, and 2 Y's is the correct way. Shut your hole. Well, if we can actually get past this screen, I am thoroughly warmed up, so that'll help for the rest of the stream. Doge. Hey, maybe you'll give me some good luck. Well, that's the fastest I've ever gotten them on there. They both had, it had to stop with both of their heads down too, huh? I thought you were gonna give me good luck. Not at all, huh? I wish Tifa could use a sexual move to distract whatever's causing the system to freeze. Hi, Shad. Sorry, we're trying to work through some frozenness here. It was moving. Got my hopes up. I don't know why I let my hopes get up. Because of a few extra frames of movement. Game over. Yes, this is the exact same spots. If we do it tomorrow, yeah, it'll be tomorrow, 5 or 6. I guess that would be 3 or 4 Pacific time. Let me... Oh. Yeah, KY, I just sent you a text. Do you still have yours? Oh. Wait, really? You have 2? What do you have, a black label and a green label? Alright, so I'm gonna borrow one of KY's copies of the game, and we'll try this again tomorrow. Since I am proper fucked. Yeah, this might be like the exact same frame that it got stuck on last time. That's mind-blowing to me. I mean, yeah, I can get down with this music, just not for the past 30 minutes, 35 minutes. But I'm all amped up on meth to stay up all night to watch. What am I supposed to do now? Smoke a whole lot of weed to counteract it. Bring yourself well down, relax. Have some more. Yeah, that'll put him to sleep in the wrong way. You know what's really messed up is it's ruined 35 minutes of this run, and I would still keep going if we could actually get past this one frame. I would. Because, like, I'm just having a blast playing it. This is really fun. And now I can't even... Ugh. Drug abuse supported by students of gaming. It is not. Only in places where marijuana, recreational marijuana is legal, in which case you may use it legally to your heart's content, as long as you don't do anything like drive or something afterwards. Listen to ASMR. I mean, that's KY might do that. Or how about KY does some ASMR and we all go listen? Okay. So yeah, that'll be the plan. Cause I should probably play something else, but I just have no motivation to play anything else until I get through this run. Like, I know what Autumn's saying, you know, he's making a joke like, oh, I'm all amped up, what am I supposed to do? I am that amped up on getting this run done. This will be one of the few weekends in a while that I'll have the ability to do it, and I really want to do it. So... Type Racer? We here at Students of Gaming do not support drug abuse, but it's good to have some every now and then. Again, only where drug use is considered legal. If it's illegal, you should not do it. Naughty, naughty. See, I know, I thought about it. I thought about playing Pokemon. I thought about playing Black Ops 4. I thought about playing speedrunning Mega Man X. I'm just on tilt. At this point, I'd be better off getting a good night's sleep and then being able to run it tomorrow without issue. So yeah, we'll call it here. I was hoping that somehow it would fix itself because it's still kind of moving, or it was moving, but yeah, it's done. I just have to give up. Let's pause. No, let's... Alright, so that'll be it. There's pause. That'll be it for tonight. We will be doing this again tomorrow. Like I said, around 5 or 6 Central Time. Central in the U.S. time. KY is going to be a bro and hook me up with one of his 2 Black Label copies, because that's how that man rolls. To be honest, what, dog? I did not say Fortnite for tonight. You misheard me, sir. You misheard me. Yep. Thanks, Flamey. You have a good night. Hope you won your Elgato. Dog, what were you talking about? We'll have some splits. No, not students of Fortnite. That's not what's happening here. Oh, so to be honest was nothing. Okay, all right. Thanks. Start. Wait, did it just move? Are you kidding me? We're on life support here. It just revived. Yeah, you think everybody will come back, right? Once they like come, they like look at their feed and they're like, "Wait, how is he still streaming on that frozen screen? Like, oh my God, we got it back." She liked it. Because she was sick of that one position. Wait, who's she? You mean Cloud, the he? That is definitely a male. I mean, there's a female on the other arm. I mean, we did dress up. We did a cross-dress earlier. So you're not too far off. See, what? Why do I get my hopes up? I think something's great's gonna happen, and then... Near, far, wherever you are. That's that's Twain as Eric Cartman as Celine Dion. All right, I gotta cut this. Otherwise, I'll be sitting looking at this screen for another half hour, and I gotta do something else other than that. Although I so badly want it to move again. Rose! Use a screenshot of the... This is used as my intro. Let's go, Rose. I mean, I wouldn't say we're back, but we did somehow get to the next... I thought once we got here it might have fixed itself, but it did not. They're not off screen. They're just really small. They're on that little ledge right there, in the kind of not in the middle, but a little below the middle. Yeah, it is progress. This is progress. Progress. No, see, every time I get excited, it moves, and then it gets stuck again. And then we have to wait another 3 minutes for it to get unstuck. Yeah, unfortunately, as much as I like this track playing for now 50 minutes seems a bit, or 40 minutes seems a bit much. Autumn, are you not available to watch tomorrow or something? Because you are really for the waited out, team waited out. There's actually gonna be no music soon. It's just gonna be explosions. I don't like to let hope die. I have hope, but I don't know. At this point, like, we've lost 50 minutes, 40 minutes on the run. If there were lyrics to this, it would be, I'm going to annoy the fuck out of you. I'm going to annoy the fuck out of you. This one time, I put my hand on this machine that cost 4 quarters. It says I was a hopeless romantic. Oh, you Casanova, you. All right, well, the other good part of this is that I can get my notes done. So my notes will be better for tomorrow. Instead of having to read that chicken scratch for the second part of the run. So, all right. Did it move? Or are you talking about the last time it moved, which at this point was like 3 minutes ago? I appreciate you guys sticking with me and trying to catch all the movements, not letting hope die. It's gonna make me do an L up on my couch, on my seat. I don't know how he was able to do this. This is very uncomfortable. He could spin on the chair. Yeah, this is a terrible idea. Let's not. What do I gotta do now? Befriend the guy that's secretly killing everybody in the world. He also only ate candy. Yeah, and it was made, it was made out of colored pencil. I gotta zoom into my face and dance, but then you wouldn't see my dancing. You'd just see my face. Ugh. Apparently all that candy gives you the balance of a god. Alright. That's enough of that. That's enough of that then. We are going to call it quits officially. Like I said, we will be back tomorrow. And we will be trying this again with a different disc. One of KY's discs that we've used recently, and I know works without issue. Or at least it's playable. I don't remember it freezing at all when we were playing it. So, yeah, we'll be back. I should be able to blow through the first hour and a half of it now because I've done it. I did it today. Show you the disc. I don't know, can you see it? I don't know if you can see how scratched it is. Oh look, it's the chat. It's pretty bad. This is the disc of death. The disc of death. Shun. Shun. Shun! Thank you for the shun. What is the default dance? The floss? The floss is like the default dance in the world right now. Oh man. What was that? All right, guys. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow around 5 or 6 Central Time, and we'll try again. We will get through it tomorrow. We're gonna do it. I am hyped. I'm gonna use the rest of tonight to, like I said, this is all I'm focusing on. We're gonna use the rest of the night to get my notes all nice and clean, and review a couple more parts of it so that I'm better prepared, especially the Materia Keeper. Because I assure you, the Materia Keeper fight is going to be crazy. You guys won't want to miss that. At least catch the replay. That thing, that's so weird. Like, I don't even know how people would figure that out. So weird. Yeah, it's not Rat Dog anymore, it's just Bear Dog. Come on. Come on. Huh? Huh? You're doing your stupid sitting and standing thing again. Yeah, there we go. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Say hi to the camera. Say hi to the camera. Say hi to the camera. Not barf on me. That would be very bad. Well, at least I can hang out with you. Yeah, it's a poodle sheepdog mix. It's actually got a lot of hair. But when the hair gets too long, if we're not like constantly cutting it, it gets matted, and then we have to like shave her down to nothing. Oh, Ren, it froze. The game froze. Then it was slowly moving. This is the 3rd attempt. It was slowly moving for like a period of like 20 minutes until I just gave up. KY is gonna bring me a nice, cleaner disc 1, and we're gonna try again tomorrow with a little earlier start time. So you didn't really miss anything. Do the IRL stream. I want to drink on the IRL. I don't want to drink tonight. All I have is well, I guess I could stream on the phone, but that's the only way we'd be able to do the house tour since I don't have like a proper camera. I only have the webcam. Oh, but the IRL stream isn't nearly as good if you're not drinking. That's half the fun of Game Buddy's IRL streams. Kentucky moonshining. Alright. Later, Flamey. Wrestle Rat Dog? No. 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 No, 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 no. I'm not doing that. Want Peter coming after me? Oh, wow, thought we were in this to the end. Hey, KY, I thought we were boys. It was colored water, not moonshine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. It was colored water. Believe me, Tal Vez, we've actually drank with the man before. That dude was drinking some booze. Yikes. I hope it's clear-ish. Maybe with a tint of yellow. Hope it's not too much more yellow than that. Alright, yeah, I don't want to do the real reason I don't want to do the IRL stream is because I want to get this other stuff done and then go to bed at a good time so that I'll be able to do this again tomorrow without being tired. Like I said, I'm gonna get offline right now, type my notes. I'll probably get that next episode of Last of Us up too, which I wasn't planning on doing, but now I probably will. I'll get my notes typed and I'll review a couple more parts of the tutorial so that I'm ready to rock and roll tomorrow. Strong golden brown, sometimes a thick red. I advise you see your physician. I mean, Ren, she might be that psycho, like happy psycho. That I wouldn't put it past her. All right, guys, it's for real. Now we're gonna leave. I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for sticking with me in this nonsense. And yeah, we'll try again tomorrow. So until then.